Everyone, and here we go. We are going live, and this is the pre-show of Have Faith, Let It Begin, as we get our ducks in a row. That's right. We're getting ready to make sure everybody's post notifications have gone out, and we are ready for another rendition of Have Faith, Let It Begin on this Friday, motivational day. That's right. A lot of feedback from yesterday's Think Positive episodes. Thank you very much for all your tweets and comments. It meant a lot, to hear that the message that was heard yesterday was very powerful, and it did some good to some people. We just want to continue on today with yet another topic, another day for everybody to come together and listen to just another message. And it's TGIF too on top of that, so that's always a good thing. It's always a plus, is what I always say when that happens. A lot of things going on right now. We're getting ready for the holidays. As we're literally, I can't believe I'm about to say it, we're 12 days away from Christmas, everybody. 12 days. And for my family, it's 11 days for us to get together on Christmas Eve. I love doing that. That's my favorite part. I was doing that, and then of course go to the 11 o'clock service, and etc. Just real quick before we go on the air officially, because it's now 7:30 and I'm a little behind, let me handle some business. Subscribe to our show. That's right. HaveFaithLetItBegin.com. Go to any podcast provider, from Spreaker to iHeartRadio, Spotify, Deezer, Podcast Player, Google Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio. Please subscribe to our channel, get involved, and go to our social media accounts and Twitter, and just be a part of it. When you're on our webpage, HaveFaithLetItBegin.com, scroll to the bottom, and at the bottom you can request a prayer, and I'll be more than happy to say that prayer for you, either on the air or off the air. Just let me know. All right, with that being said, let's get set up for another rendition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. And it starts right now.
On June 16th, 2018, a show designed for you, the Daily Commuter, went live.
Well, folks, dreams do come true. This is Have Faith, Let It Begin, and this is our first episode.
A weekly show all about faith.
Every day, we're going to battle storms. We're going to face challenges. But we have to remember that we're not going to do it alone. We have to have faith.
A show with motivational topics.
As you go into work today, don't allow anyone to steal your joy. Lift your head up high and know that God is with you.
Inspirational stories and personal testimony set out to change the world.
My wife and I are expecting our first child. I'm going to be a father.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
That's right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. Microphone is now in. It's a check. And now we're going to put the phone down because we're going to get going and on our way to work as well. Folks, happy Friday. 12 days away from Christmas. My name is Angel, and this is Have Faith, Let It Begin. Friday motivation. That's right. It's all about motivation. Yesterday we talked about thinking positive. This morning I woke up and I said, we've got to be motivated. We've got to be prepared for what's next. We've got to be prepared for the next 12 days because a lot of us, are going through some tough times. We have either family in the hospital, we have friends that we haven't talked to in a long time. Maybe the relationship that you're in or a marriage you're in is just not going in the right direction. And maybe the opposite. Maybe things have gotten better. Maybe people are coming home from the hospital. Maybe your relationship or your marriage has gotten better. Maybe the transition from being on your own for so many years and living with somebody has really put the icing on the cake for the good. For some of us out there are marriages that are currently on a whole pattern, and you have kids, and you're trying to figure out what better way to pass the time and communicate with one another so that each person gets equal time during the holidays. Maybe you're going to think past that and spend the time together because it's an important holiday for many of us. Well, today's episode is all about motivation. Yesterday we dedicated the show to Tony and Brian, and we hope that message got across. Today, this dedication is for every single person that listens to the show, every person that has been inspired by the show, and we lift up so many different stories that have happened throughout the last 2 years We are going to have, just announced right now, a recap year in the review coming up as we get closer to the new year. And my goal is to try to do something on New Year's Day, especially New Year's Eve. More than likely, of course, it will be New Year's Eve morning, not New Year's Eve at night while we're all with our families about to ring in the new year. So that's something that to look forward to. And that on that last week of this decade of 2019, we're going to pick out the best episodes. But it's going to be picked out by you, the viewers. So start sending us emails, angel@havefaithletitbegin.com, and let us know what episodes it is that you would like to hear on the last week of 2019 and the decade, so that we can ring out 2020 with a bang. Let's get into today's message. Motivation is important, and it's key. Every time we wake up, we wonder how our day is going to go. We sit back and say to ourselves, this has been a crazy week. Maybe it's been a great week. Maybe as you're counting down the holidays, you're preparing for others to arrive so that you can just take a break from your work mentally and physically so that you can spend time with your loved ones. Others like myself are constantly working, where holidays unfortunately don't mean a day off. It just means a normal day, but a day that you'll spend with people that you pretty much see more than your own families. And that's really the part of this motivational topic. A lot of us work with people more than we actually see ourselves. And at this time of year, and every part of the whole year, we all should find a way to respect one another. We all should find a way to find what motivates each other so that we too can make our lives better. Whether that's in the workplace, whether that's just putting ourselves in a better position, that's the most important thing, is being happy. Let me just take a quick pause real quick, because another accident has occurred on the highway that I'm on, and oh my God, yeah, guy's car has literally went off the road, and he's in a ditch. I hope that, let's do a quick prayer, everyone, for this person, and real quick. Heavenly Father, we ask you to pray for this individual that is in their vehicle and looks like is literally run off the road in the middle of a ditch. The police are on scene, and we ask you, Lord, to be with him, his family, and to keep him safe. Whether or not he's being transported to the hospital is yet to be determined. But we know that with your will, it will be done. In your name we pray. Amen. And that's another thing about motivation, folks. You know, we're not guaranteed for tomorrow. We're not guaranteed for today. Our life can change. If God calls us home, you know, things will change. And the hardest part that we have to deal with is learning what it is that keeps us in the right light. Motivation is important. So when you wake up in the morning, if waking up next to the person in bed, or getting up and making a routine phone call to your parents or your friends or loved ones, if that motivates you, keep doing that. Last night I was able to watch on the Ellen DeGeneres YouTube channel the fact that this young lady, Ellen, constantly gives and gives and gives to so many people all over the world is truly inspiring to me. It's something that I want to do with my words on this show as we progress year to year, day by day. And one of the stories that really touched base with me and hit home was how a family who was living paycheck to paycheck and living in a 2-bedroom apartment with 5 children still found a way to give to others in need. And that motivates me, because there are so many people out there that are struggling, and these people that were already struggling found a way to still help families in need. All of us have the same motivation. I'm telling you, we do. All of us think about what we can do to help this world be a better place. Sometimes we just don't think on it. We say, well, what's the point? No matter what we do, that person's never going to change. No matter what we say, that person will never do what we asked. I'm here to tell you that you never give up. Always inspired to do good. Always inspired to try your best to instill joy in people's hearts. Yes, you're going to have people that are going to look at you and say, bah humbug, or people are going to look at you and say, that's not something that I can do. There's people that are going to look at you and say, you're too nice. I don't know how you live with yourself. Don't let those people steer you in the wrong direction. Don't let people tell you what you can and cannot do. Allow yourself the opportunity to do what is in your heart. And if in your heart it is to do good for others, then that's what God is calling us to do. Yesterday I mentioned how we are put on this earth for a reason, that we are made in His image. Somebody wrote to me and said, if I am in His image, why is it that He puts me in a position to be at a place where I hate to go to work? I said to this individual on a reply email, I says, if there's something that's inside of you that's telling you that you can do something else, if you feel passionate about other things, or if you feel passionate about this job, but the people around you are making you hate the job, you have to pinpoint what it is that's making you feel down in your luck. He did reply back and said, well, I love what I do. I don't like the bosses and the environment that I'm in. So I told him, this is just like I've mentioned many times on this show, you have to be a thermostat and not a thermometer. You have to allow yourself the opportunity to change the temperature in your environment. How do we do that? Finding ways to put smiles on people's faces, never allowing that person to steer you in the wrong direction, and not allowing them to steal your joy. Always putting yourself in a spot to say, I can do good, I will do good, and I will do it with a good and positive attitude. Pray to God. Some of us out there don't pray to God, and I'm not here to tell you that you have to, but the ones that do know how good it feels. The ones that don't always ask the same question: what do I do next? I don't know what to do. And when I tell them, well, have you ever spoken to God? They always say, it doesn't work. And I say to them, okay, that's fine. Sometimes God doesn't hear you right away. And sometimes you have to scream, hey God, what is going on? I've been asking, I've been praying, I need your help. He will listen. I guarantee you, your life will steer in the right direction. Yes, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to go tomorrow and Sunday and every Sunday and do what people tell me, quote unquote, I don't want to convert. We're not asking you to convert. We're not telling you that you have to go to church every Sunday. All I'm saying is that you feel that you have some type of a connection with God and you're wondering how you can do it. You don't have to sit. You don't have to do a formal kneel down. You don't have to sit there and open your prayer in a certain way. You can just talk to Him because He does listen. You can speak in any language. You can speak to Him in any form. You can even scream out to Him. He will listen. So on this motivational day, I encourage you to find what motivates you. What keeps you smiling? For me, it's waking up next to my wife, making sure my daughter's in good condition, good health, waking up with a smile on my face, reaching out to my mom and dad and always telling them that I love them, and always reaching out to my good friend Brian and having our daily conversations. That motivates me. And of course, being on this show each and every weekday and thinking about what it is that we're going to do for today's episode. My prayer for you today is this: may God come into your heart, may He come into your life, may your day be filled with joy, laughter, may the doors be open to you, and that you have an outstanding weekend. And most importantly, to have faith and let it begin. Have a great weekend, everyone. God bless you. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.